Hey folks, I wanted to talk about something that happened to me last night. It was in the Block TV chat room, and I remembered something that I saw recently. Now, for those of you who are old enough, and you really don't have to be that old because it's on every year. Um, every year around New Year's, they have a marathon of the Twilight Zone. And before you people think I lost my mind, let me finish. They have about a couple of hundred episodes, and in my opinion, Rod Serling was an absolute genius. He made so many important stories, thought-provoking stories. But one of the stories actually reminded me of a story last night when something happened in the Block TV show. And the episode I'm talking about on the Twilight Zone was an episode some of you may remember called The Monsters on Maple Street. The Monsters on Maple Street, I should say. And pretty much what the episode had in it was an object comes over this town, and the town folk start losing their electric, and real weird stuff starts happening to their cars. They start not working. Some of them do work, some of them don't work. And this goes on throughout the whole half hour. And throughout that half hour, all the townspeople actually are coming up with these theories of what's going on. And it ends up, to make a long story short, the town folk actually start turning on each other. They start screaming at each other and start shooting each other, and a whole bunch of chaos ensues. And pretty much at the end of the show, you see it pan over to the mountains overlooking this town, and you see these two beings saying, pretty much, one goes to the other and says, "Is this how it is in all towns on this planet?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, pretty much, there's some changes here and there." And he goes, "Well, all you have to do is shut off a couple of their devices here and there, and they'll turn on each other and kill each other." And he goes, "We'll go from town to town, and we don't have to even, do anything. They'll just kill each other." And the reason I bring this story up is because yesterday in Block TV, I'm amazed on how many. This is happening more and more often, by the way, on how people are fighting with each other in these chat rooms. I had to actually ban somebody yesterday because of an incident that happened in a chat room of mine on the Block TV show. Now, I don't like policing the show. I usually have one or two people policing, but it just so happens that yesterday the one person I actually had as a op wasn't there for some reason. So I ended up just leaving the chat room open, hoping that nobody would, fight amongst each other. And it ended up that somebody was calling someone else a name, and it went back and forth, and I ended up banning one of the people. And then one of the people go, "No, he started it. No, this one started it. No, that one." People, this is not a kindergarten, okay? Whatever I think, whoever disrupts the room, calls people names, I will ban you, and if somebody brings it to my attention that, "No, this one started it, that one," I really can't, this is ridiculous, and the reason I'm saying this, the reason I'm bringing this up, is because we're in a situation right now where we cannot be fighting amongst each other. It's just to that point right now. We should actually be gathering together and actually, fighting the people that are actually bringing down the society. We should be actually grouping together as a group and not fighting between each other. Now, I know that's not going to happen because I had about 40 people, 50 people in my room at one point yesterday, and then it dwindled down to like 20 something. But, I'm not going to be getting millions of people together or anything near that. But the thing I'm trying to say is, I think that, the elites like this. They like when they see fighting amongst each other, and I think we should really start listening to each other and start being more civil towards each other. You'll never see me in a chat room call anyone a name. You're welcome to your opinion and everything, but I'm seeing this more and more often. I go to chat rooms, and it's really disgusting. It really is. I think that we should be more civil towards each other. That's all I can say. So I just, I found it interesting that, that went on last night. And even though nobody wanted a co-host yesterday, which I also found kind of peculiar, either they didn't have a camera or they just or I would say most people are actually just watchers of YouTube. You know, they just like to watch YouTube, but not a lot of people are on YouTube themselves. So if you're not used to going on camera, I could understand, you know, you might be a little shy being on camera and stuff. You know, that's understandable. But anyway, you know, anytime I have a, block TV now, I think I'm going to have co-hosts. So if you guys want to co-host and point your views out, it'll be fine. I didn't talk about too much last night, just those two shows, those two articles I posted. And they were very important articles, you know, articles that could shake this world up as we know it, turn the world upside down. So again, folks, before you guys criticize each other, call each other names, you know, criticize Jewish people, which is really stupid because it's not the Jewish people, it's the people in charge of Israel and the people in charge of the United States and people in charge of Iran and people in charge of Russia and people in charge of China and people in charge of the North Koreans that are causing all the problems of the world. You know, I don't think people get that yet. You know, maybe it's because people can't fight the government, you know. You know, you can't fight City Hall, they say. You know, they say you can't fight City Hall. So instead of fighting the people in charge, you go against each other. You know, that's the only thing I can come up with it. You know, logical explanation, but it still doesn't make it right. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd vent that, but that's my thoughts for today. And let me know what you think. You know, it's just I think it's disgusting that we're fighting amongst each other when we should be actually working together and trying to figure out a way how to stop these governments from actually planning a war that could possibly end life on Earth as we know it. You know, and now someone wrote me just the other day. He says, "Oh yeah, the world is coming to an end." Another one, you know, that takes the words I say and actually twists them to make me look like a friggin' fool. The world is not coming to an end. If we blew up every nuclear device on this planet and every missile exploded, you know, it may take a couple of 100,000 years, tens of thousands of years for the radiation to go back to normal. But the Earth would keep on spinning. And maybe in 1,000,000 years, Earth would probably replenish itself. In 100,000 years, I don't know how long, but after the radiation dies off and, you know, it happened before, our life would come back eventually. What form that would take, I don't know. So life is not going to end. The planet's not going to be destroyed. The people on the planet will be gone, which for the planet itself might be a good thing, actually. But, you know, that's what we're facing, folks. Anyway, guys, I didn't want to rant, and I went over my 5-minute thing. I wanted to only make this a 5-minute video. So, again, you know, just post your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Take it easy, people. Bye.